Guys, I know that I cover really depressing news day in and day out. So today I'm especially excited to finally bring you guys something positive.
This, according to Oxfam, of the world's 85 richest people is equal to the 3.5 billion poorest people.
It's fantastic. And this is a great thing because it inspires everybody, gets the motivation to look up to the 1% and say, I want to become one of those people. I'm going to fight hard to get up to the top. This is fantastic news, and of course I applaud it. What can be wrong with this?
Really?
Yes, really.
Yes, in case you're wondering what the 1% actually thinks of the fact that only 85 individuals own the same amount of wealth as the poorest 3.5 billion people on the planet.
This is fantastic news, and of course I applaud it.
Folks, give it up for Mr. Kevin O'Leary, evidently one of the most callous a-holes on television today. In fact, you might recognize him from the vulturistic TV program Shark Tank, a game show where a handful of 1%ers decide whether to crush or finance the dreams of optimistic entrepreneurs. Although I think the show would be more entertaining if O'Leary himself were thrown into an actual Shark Tank. Oh, and by the way, that new Oxfam report that O'Leary thinks is so amazing is actually the latest devastating statistics on the ever-growing wealth gap between the rich and the poor. The study reveals some disturbing facts, including how just 85 people control $110 trillion, and that half of the world's wealth is owned by just 1% of the population. Furthermore, the U.S. has the fastest widening wealth gap of all between the rich and the poor in the entire developed world. And while fat cat 1%er O'Leary thinks this is all great news, Oxfam's most harrowing analysis is that global inequality is threatening both the social stability and the security of the entire planet. But according to O'Leary, nothing is more empowering than poverty. And this study is somehow going to motivate the 3.5 billion poorest people to become the next Bill Gates. What he doesn't seem to get is that this unsustainable model of crony capitalism is designed to keep the wealth gap growing. But at least O'Leary's co-host Amanda Lang seems to have a slightly less sociopathic head on her shoulders.
Don't tell me that you want to redistribute wealth again. That's never going to happen, okay?
You know what? You take a simple stat like this, which is neither good nor bad. It's just a fact.
It's a celebratory stat. I'm very excited about it. I'm wonderful to see it happen. I tell kids every day, if you... What's wrong with this?
Comes up at a cocktail party.
No, Amanda, what's wrong with this statement?
One possible response to it...
If you work hard, you might be stinking rich one day.
We're talking about people in extreme abject poverty. That's how you get 3.5 billion.
No, we're not. You were just talking about really rich people.
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize the story wasn't about the plight of the poor. It was about validating the wealth-hoarding skills of Leary and Associates. And how hilarious is it that Amanda Lang said that this study, which according to her is neither good nor bad, would be a good topic at a cocktail party? Could you both be any more out of touch? Here's the bottom line. There's 3.5 billion people that are starting to get real pissed off at the fact that they're being effed over by the system. So, while 1%ers like O'Leary sit on their high thrones celebrating the abysmal state of the world, what they should be really doing is cowering under them.